Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I'm merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And look at this, Queen of Wands. This is very assertive energy. This is someone that I feel like is finally standing up, finally taking what belongs to them. There's a certain stature here in this card, if you can see that, because it looks like they're way up there and we're looking up at them, right? This is someone that was small and has grown in size and is just very commanding and very powerful right now and very kind of a looming presence. Yeah. And so I feel with this card that you're finally standing up for yourself somewhere. Yeah. Let's put this into some context. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we've got the Pentacles. We got the 4 walls. That's the context for this. Let's see. We got 6 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and is it going to be more earth energy? No, more fire energy. Interesting. Very interesting. 6 cards. We've got 2 water, we've got 2 earth, we've got 2 fire. It's very balanced with the kind of the pairs here. Yeah. I do feel like the 4 of Pentacles is the context for this. I feel like there are 4 walls. I feel like this maybe is a work situation, especially with the 3 of Pentacles, where it's kind of the transactional responsibilities that we have. So kind of a work thing there. More fire, more earth, more fire. Well, go figure. First of all, I think you're finally getting what you deserve. I think something is out of your way and you are now able to manifest. See, fire to earth, fire to earth, fire to earth. And what that means to me, that is the electrical circuit of manifestation. It's the process of creation, instantaneous, fire to earth, above to below, heaven to earth, idea to manifestation, impulse to behavior, will to action, right? Fire to earth. But there was a blockage in that process at some point for you. I feel like that blockage is gone. I feel that you're able now to pursue your goals, your interests, without this energy blocking you. And so to me, it feels like there was maybe, it feels like a work thing to me, but it could be a different scenario. But we'll go with the metaphor of the office or the workplace here. I feel like there was somebody working against you and at your job, right? And I feel that I don't feel that they were like sabotaging you in a direct way, but I feel that they were, I feel that they didn't want you to succeed, first of all, but then I don't know if they had some kind of a connection with someone else that worked there, and so it was kind of like feeding things to management or something, or just like making you look bad in some way, right? I don't know what exactly that was, but they were working against you in kind of a subtle way, but you knew about it. They're gone now. I don't know if they got fired or if somebody figured out what they were doing and they were let go, right? But I feel like they've been removed from your life, yeah? And now there's this free flow of energy from you. And I feel like you now really are getting you're getting everything that you deserve. You're getting the financial benefit that you deserve here. You're getting the raise, right? But I feel more than that, you're getting the satisfaction that you deserve. You're getting the recognition with that Six of Wands at the end, I feel like you're finally getting, the truth is coming out and people are realizing that you are the one doing the right thing. So maybe that there's a lack of air energy. First, I want to show you this. There's no air energy in the spread, right? We got this water here, which is really, this is all the love coming in here. This is how good you feel right now. Okay? And then, of course, we have fire, earth, fire, earth, fire, earth, fire, earth. So it really is all about this will toward manifesting, right? And what you are trying to accomplish. I feel like there's a lack of air energy here because that troublemaker's gone. Right. And so it could be through like gossip or just let's just call it gossip. All right. But I feel like that energy's gone. And so that person's gone. They're not in this situation. They're not impeding your process anymore. And now I feel like you're really able to shine. And I feel like others in this context, if it's a work thing, others are seeing now that, yeah, you're the one that is doing that excellent work. You are the one who is, who has been, doing the noble thing, doing the righteous thing. That I don't want to say a victim. I was trying to avoid saying that word. You were the object of this other person's spite or envy or bad intentions, right? But you maintained your integrity the whole time. And I feel like you're really getting recognized for who you really are in this case. Okay. Now it could be a friend thing. Maybe this is happening at school. It feels kind of like there's a work aspect here. It's almost like this person was doing something or saying something that made everybody kind of look bad, and maybe it was trying to be implied that it was your fault. But now everybody can see that now they're gone and everything is working so well and wonderfully that everything they said about you was wrong. You know what I mean? I feel like people are going to be apologizing to you because they fell for it a little bit, Does that make sense to you? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith Waite Tarot. We're just going to set it down right here. We'll put Tiny Bob Ross right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. All right. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. All right. Let's take a look around the room. What I've noticed is that we don't have any major arcana, and that's really an odd thing. We have no swords. We have no major arcana cards. And kind of, I think, like you may have been feeling in this situation like it's quite a dire situation. Like I feel that there's this lamentation, like, why is this happening? How do I get out of this? How do I deal with this situation? Like almost like we're praying, like, what do I do? Because anything that you do is kind of going to make you look bad, right? And I think Spirit it felt like you were abandoned. It felt like you were just alone and this was a hopeless situation, But really, Spirit is here. Spirit is the whole table, right? We don't have a major arcana card, but the whole table. We got the whole table supporting you, right? And so, to me, what that means is you felt abandoned. You felt like Spirit had left the building. But now this person, in a very kind of random way, is no longer in this picture. Either they moved or they got transferred or they quit, got fired. Something took them out of this situation, and it's like that obstacle was removed from your life. And so now there's like this celebration, this thankfulness, right? And that's part of this Ace of Cups that we've got up here. This thankfulness to Spirit, like, thank you for removing this person from my life because I didn't know what to do. And I almost feel like the only option that you were really thinking of was that you would have to quit, right? But maybe this is not that situation. Maybe this isn't a work thing. Maybe this is a a friend thing or a family thing or a school thing where you can't really just quit. You know? And for some reason that wasn't a good option anyway. Let's just say that. So I think that explains the absence of the major arcana cards. And then, of course, you know, we've got fire, 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 fire. We've got water and water. And then we've got earth, 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 and earth. So it's a really strong balance between fire and earth. So this is really a time for you to make up for lost time, right? It's like you're manifesting so much because that blockage is gone. Yeah, that interference is gone. And now we can just work. We can get stuff done. And maybe you felt like you've been kind of late if this is like a school thing or something. Maybe there's like a lot of like back work that you haven't finished yet. And now we can get all this stuff done. Now you can really produce a lot of progress in whatever path you're on. And maybe it's a work thing too. And in that sense, you know, now that this person is gone, everybody's going to see that the productivity is increasing. So they must have been the problem. Not you weren't the problem, they were the problem, right? The three of Pentacles here, especially when we think of the four, we think of this idea of cooperation, this idea that you were trying to operate a vehicle that only had 3 out of 4 tires, right? So you were operating at a deficit. You were operating at a disadvantage because of this other person being part of your group, being part of your job or your workplace or your school or whatever. They weren't carrying their weight. In fact, they were dragging the whole thing down. They were a dysfunctional component. And now we're back to the square. Now we're back to the 4. We've got all 4 tires. Everything's in balance. Everything's operating as it should. Okay, so there was an attempt for you to do the very best that you could with what you had, but this person was really a drag, right? They were really drawing on the resources and they were bringing everything down. Okay, but now I kind of feel that you're rising up as the victorious one here. And we've got that with the 6 of Wands over here too, that you are accomplishing a lot. You are victorious in this situation, but more than that, you now are being recognized for bringing the whole team to victory. So there is this idea of a group of people, and maybe the perception started to form that you were the problem. But now that this other person's gone, people realize they were the problem, not you. And that's where I kind of feel like the apology comes into it. And now you're being recognized as the one that really has risen up and is leading everybody to this victory, to this accomplishment. Okay? And the 6 of Cups, the water energy here is really good because you have this, you know, it hurts your feelings to think that that people are seeing you in this negative light because of this other person, just because there was that conflict and that turmoil and that discord. It wasn't a pleasant experience. You're a sensitive, emotional person, and now that has been resolved, this is really what feels good. It feels good just to kind of have the connection back with your teammates, with your coworkers, with your schoolmates, whatever it might be, maybe family members. So it really feels good to have this harmony back. That's the real victory. This is what you really, really want. Right? Because whatever you're doing, you have a higher love, you have a higher goal in mind. This isn't just, you know, you're not at school just because you have to be. No, you're trying to accomplish something. If you're studying, you know, for a university degree or something, it's because you have that love for that subject. Or if this is a job, well, you care about it. You want to succeed. You want to have this experience. It's part of your destiny. There's this kind of internal component. It does have this water energy to it. So to be free of all of this negative air energy, this negative influence, feels really good. It feels like a really big win. Okay. And of course, we've got a 2 of Wands in the future position. I don't know that it's necessarily the future position, but it's just kind of the energy that you have now. And to me, it really feels like we've learned a lot from this situation, and we're starting to realize how to avoid that again. Not that it was your fault, not that you did anything wrong, but how do we prevent someone like that from getting in again? You know, how do we prevent somebody from coming in and interfering with this flow that we've got? Yeah. And so it might even have, and again, we're not blaming you, but it might be through your love and your acceptance and your sensitivity that you allowed someone to come. Maybe you had doubts about this person, but we said, nah, come on in anyway. It's okay. And then they instigated this, right? And so now next time it feels like we're going to be a little bit more choosy about who we let into our lives. Okay? And I don't know, maybe this is a group project at school or something, or maybe maybe you're the head of the department or something, and this was someone that you had hired. Maybe this was a friend and you kind of vouched for them, right? Whatever the case was, again, not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. You were being very accepting, right? Very inclusive in some way. And I feel like now we're kind of, maybe we're shutting the doors on it a little bit. We're saying, okay, this is a closed group now, you know. Maybe this is something on Reddit. I don't know how that stuff works. But I kind of feel like we're kind of shutting the doors now. We're not letting in any new people right now. Yeah. Let's go the path of the serpent. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. And it helps out the channel. I'm really impressed by all of this fire and earth. It feels like now that this air energy has been cleared out of the way, you are free to manifest your will, your intention. Everything that you touch now really does turn to gold. I think you're getting the recognition and the appreciation for that. Everybody wants gold, right? And if you're leading us all to that jackpot, well, we're going to be very, very thankful for you, right? And you are kind of taking a lead here. You've got this Ace of Wands here. You have a lot of good ideas for how to succeed in this situation and in this field of work or experience. You've got a lot of ideas. And now there's nothing blocking your ideas from coming to fruition. Now you're able to manifest your will. And this is extraordinary. Now the ideas that you have, now you in this situation or in this group, the Prince of Pentacles in the environment, is being built. Now what you say, you've got this idea, everybody says, yes, let's do it. This is the real cooperation. And I think that whatever your ideas are, whatever your kind of, your inspiration is, it's going to be built. It's getting made, like literally, physically putting together, you know? It's literally manifesting through this cooperation of this group of people. And also with the Prince of Pentacles in the position of the environment, you're being appreciated because you do show up every day. Because you are committed to this group and people are realizing that. And people made a mistake believing this other person or listening to their BS, their nonsense. And you're being lifted up as someone of intense value here. You're a very important part of this group. Yeah. And we're not trying to inflate your ego now with the Six of Wands at the end. We got to be careful that we don't succumb to that ego inflation. This is Jupiter in Leo that has the ability to really expand our ego, and we get a really, really big head about things. We've got to stay humble as well, right? And I really think that the Six of Cups is what's keeping you humble. It's tempering that fire energy just enough. Just enough that you can be proud, you can be in charge, you can take over the leadership role. Now, maybe this person was like, maybe they were a boss or a supervisor. Maybe they were someone in charge, right? And for whatever reason, they didn't like you. They felt threatened by you. They felt envious of you. And now that they're gone, I wonder if you're kind of stepping into that leadership role. Yeah. Spirit's telling me to ask about your fingernails. Something going on with your fingernails. Maybe you've been biting them lately. Or now you're not anymore. Now they're starting to grow long again or something like that, right? Something about your fingernails. Spirit's telling me to ask about them. Okay. We didn't talk about the Two of Pentacles here. I think that this is really you turning everything from darkness to light. You're turning everything to gold. Everything is kind of turning around for you. Things are starting to be produced and manifest in your favor. Things are, you're getting what you deserve. And I mean that in really the most sincere way. All of your efforts and your love and your commitment, you're a really good person, right? And now to go with that good person is this Queen of Wands, this very large and in charge kind of person with a lot of ideas, a lot of like leadership skills, and an ability to manifest right now. Yeah. I feel like you've got a lot of ideas. I feel like you've got almost like a binder. Do you have a binder full of ideas or something? Or like a journal? I see a lot of sheets of paper with a lot of stuff on them, and those are your ideas. And now you're finally getting that binder or that journal out, and you're thinking, okay, let's go, let's do it. You're bringing that to that creative meeting, and you're saying, I got ideas. Oh boy, do I got ideas. And that's and people trust you, and it's really, you've become a really integral part of this group, this scenario, whatever this is, you know. Do you have a dog? Spirit showing me a dog that is kind of always by your side. Yeah, like a medium-sized dog, but kind of always there with you, even at work or something, or you bring them to this meeting or something like that. I don't know why they're with you when you're looking at this binder, all these ideas and this kind of creative meeting. I feel like you've got a dog with you or something. Yeah, very interesting energy. Let's look at that mystery card, though. Yeah, this is going to reveal everything. Oh, let's see. I think, obviously, major arcana. Right? I think we need the Justice or Adjustment card, your Power card. And it would be the first major arcana card. I'm thinking any major arcana card. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's see what we've got. Oh no, we've got another Queen of Wands. This is kind of the idea here that this town's not big enough for the two of us, right? So one of these folks had to go, and it wasn't you, right? You remained. And so I feel like this was a challenge. This was like, it was your nemesis, your kind of arch enemy in this place, and you're the victor, right? And I think it's wonderful. I think it really is. It's opening up a lot of doors for you. And I think you did the right things. I think there's kind of that obvious way that you could have reacted, you know, but you didn't. You did what they kind of didn't expect you to do. Yeah, and I don't know what that was, if you just kind of remained quiet, or you remained loving and gracious and open and accepting, or I don't know exactly how you handled that, but it wasn't in the expected way. Okay? Kind of surprised everybody. They thought maybe you were going to get mad and you were going to go step outside with them, if you know what I mean. But you didn't do that. You did something else that really, I think, showed what kind of character you have. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around for that, there's a link above or below. There's a link at the end of the video. New readings for Libra every Wednesday and Saturday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. I'm here every day. You can come back, see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. and we're all in this together.